Yes lads, how you all doing? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now today, I'm going to bring you guys the Leicester versus Everton match preview. So the boys and girls, usual content is now finally back on the channel. It's been a while, but the usual content is now back once again on the channel. Mock exams are over, I probably failed them, but yeah, the usual content is now back on the channel once again. Of course, after a brilliant result last time out in the Premier League against Brighton as the Fox won 3-0 at the King Power Stadium, we get back to Premier League action once again on Wednesday night as we will take on Everton at the King Power Stadium. And in today's video, I'm going to bring you guys the match preview. So with that being said, in today's video, I'm going to bring you guys the Leicester versus Everton match preview. I'm going to run through the Everton side of things, my thoughts on the game, my predicted lineup, and also my score prediction for tomorrow night's clash as Leicester take on Everton at the King Power Stadium under the lights in the Premier League. But just before we get into it, make sure a big thumbs up down below on today's video if you guys are going to enjoy today's video as I bring you guys the Leicester versus Everton match preview. Videos are finally back on the channel. It's been a while. 3-week breaks not going to happen anymore. So yeah, if you guys are going to enjoy today's video, let me know by dropping a like. Also, I know you should subscribe if you haven't seen my face on your screen before. A big thanks to 1,500 subscribers. We have smashed that. We are now on the road to 2,000 subscribers. So yeah, if you guys have not already subscribed to the channel, first of all, what are you doing? Go down below, turn that subscribe button grey if you guys have not already for much more content just like this. Also, turn on my channel notifications so you guys get a notification every single time I upload another video. You guys won't miss a video just like this. Yeah, turn on my channel notifications. Also, follow me on my social medias. They'll be down there. Links will be in the description down below. And last but not least, let me know your thoughts on tomorrow's game, your score predictions in the comment section down below. But yeah, let's get back to videos and let's get into the Leicester versus Everton match preview. So the boys and girls, getting straight into today's match preview. As always, going to start off by talking a bit about the opposition side of things. Of course, take on Everton tomorrow night at the King Power Stadium. This week on the channel, I've got Mike from the channel, the Blue Boys Network, to bring you guys the Everton side of things. A big thanks to Mike for coming on the channel today. Go and subscribe to his channel, the Blue Boys Network. I'll leave a link in the description down below. But yeah, he's going to come on the channel today. He's been on a few times. He's going to bring you guys the Everton side of things, run through his predicted lineup, his thoughts on the game, all that stuff. So yeah, a big thanks to Mike for coming on the channel. He's doing a great job on his channel at the moment. So yeah, go and subscribe. Link will be in the description. But yeah, I'm going to hand over to Mike. He's going to bring you the Everton side of things heading into tomorrow's game between Leicester and Everton at the King Power Stadium.
What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again, and again, thanks for having me on the channel. Really do appreciate it. Love the content, love the watch alongs, smashing it, keep it up, keep winding. Everton against Leicester. Everton go there as visitors. Going to be a tough game for Everton. Leicester coming off the back of a 3-0 win against Brighton. Madison finding his feet, scoring some good goals, especially I think it was his second. He chops in on his right foot, gets it on his left and curls it. It's a great goal. And Leicester just look strong, you know, as they did last season. You can't say that Leicester aren't a top team anymore. You know, Leicester have probably over the last few years replaced Arsenal as the top 6 teams. So that's where Everton need to be getting to. And Everton have got the resources, they've got the finances to do that, you know, and that's no disrespect to anyone at Leicester or any other club that are challenging the top 6 or 7 or even 4. Everton have spent £500 million in 4 years and they're so far off that. But we're slowly starting to see signs, you know. Carlo Ancelotti's coming to the club and the season's been a bit ropey. You know, 6 wins, 2 draws, 4 defeats. But it's not been horrific. You know, it's not like if you just said to me at the start of the season Everton would have been sitting top after 5 games, you take it all day, you know, and we were still top after 6 games, and we've had that blip, we've had that 2 wins in 8, but I saw some signs against Chelsea that were starting to come good again, and I am hopeful that we can get a draw against you guys. It will be a tough game, but I think that's what we've got to aim for. If Everton want to compete for top 4, top 6, Leicester's teams we've got to beat, because they're going to be in and around us. So it's going to be a tough game, no doubt about it. But Leicester have shown that they're susceptible to a home defeat. You know, they showed against Villa that they can lose at home. So there's no reason Everton can't go there with confidence and go, yeah, we're going to give you a good game. Where it's going to be won is midfield. If Ndidi, Tielemans, Madison have a good game, Decore and Allen are really going to struggle. But then defensively, Everton was solid against Chelsea. You know, Chelsea would never, ever, ever have scored against Everton. Like, they could have had another 5 hours on that pitch and they were never going to score. We were that solid. And, you know, that's 2 clean sheets this season, which isn't a lot. But Everton will want to build on that, and that's why I think this game against Leicester is really important. Starting lineup, I think Everton go into the game and it will be unchanged. Like, it doesn't make sense to change the team that beat Chelsea. It doesn't make sense. So you've got your Pickfords, you've got Godfrey, Mina, Keane and Holgate, Allen, Decore, Sigurdsson, Iwobi, Richarlison, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and that'll be where we win the game if we can. Getting the ball down the channels into Richarlison, into Iwobi, and putting that ball across the box for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who scored 11 goals already this season, is the top goal scorer in the league. So that's where Leicester have got to be careful. In terms of Leicester can hurt us from pretty much anywhere. You know, they've got Johnny Evans, who's got height at the back from corners. They've got the pace of Justin James at left back or right back. I can't remember which side he is. Putting the ball in the box. He got an assist the weekend. You've got Vardy's pace, although he does look like he might be a yard slower this season. But you've got the creativity and the skill of Madison and Tielemans in the middle of the park. It's just a good side. Leicester are just a good team, and Everton have to go to Leicester prepped and ready to go. For me, I think it's a draw. That might be a bit optimistic. You know, I can understand why people would say Everton will lose this game. I get that. But I just think with some of the results you've had at home this season, especially the Villa one where I think you lost at 1-0 at home to Villa, I think Everton can go into the game with a bit of confidence. So anyway, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button. He smashes it every week. His thumbnails are sick. Make sure you support him, and obviously come over to my channel, the Blue Boys Network. Make sure, because I can't talk right now, that you subscribe and you like my videos, because I'm on a little push. I want to get to 7,500 by Christmas, and if you can do that, there is a prize in it for you. And if that's an Amazon voucher, a Leicester present, so be it. Doesn't have to be Everton, obviously. So make sure you come over to my channel and subscribe as soon as you've watched this video. And guys, I'll see you soon. Peace.
So then, that is it for the Everton side of things. A big thanks to Mike for coming on the channel today. Like I said earlier on, go subscribe to the channel, the Blue Boys Network. I'll leave a link in the description down below. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the Leicester side of things heading into tomorrow's game. Right then, Everton at home tomorrow in the Premier League once again. Obviously, we haven't done a match preview for quite a while. I haven't really talked about Leicester's most recent results. Of course, we got a great win last night against Brighton, 3-0 at the King Power Stadium. We also got a 2-0 win against AK Athens in the Europa League, securing top spot in the group. And also, we got a 2-1 win against Sheffield United away before that. The results after that, we won't really speak about them too much because we kind of lost to some Ukraine farmers. We also lost to Fulham. So, yeah, less than about that, the better. But most recently, 3 wins on the bounce for Leicester. Hopefully, we can make it 4 on Wednesday night against Everton. Obviously, Everton are a very good side under Carlo Ancelotti, and it will be a very tough game for Leicester. And headed into this Christmas period, the 3 points are needed because we have a lot of tough games coming up. Of course, we've got the likes of Manchester United and Tottenham all coming up in a row very soon. So yeah, 3 points is a must in my opinion on Wednesday night, as we have a huge game against Tottenham on the weekend. Yeah, it's going to be tough, but most recently our form has been good. Obviously, we still sit 3rd place in the league, only 1 point off Tottenham. And of course, we've got Tottenham on the weekend, and Tottenham play Liverpool on the same night. So if results do go away and Leicester win, we could potentially see ourselves go top. And you never know, we could be top by Christmas. I'm dreaming, but it's not going to happen. But yeah, overall, we made a great start to the season. That's continuing. It's inconsistencies, but the main factor for Leicester is still drop points. But I think that's the main thing for a lot of sides. Obviously, the Premier League champions of Liverpool drew to Fulham as well last night. So yeah, inconsistency is happening with all the teams. And Everton as well, they started the season well and they dropped off, and they're kind of getting back up to that now. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game for Leicester. But overall, our most recent form suggests that Leicester should be able to get the win, especially at home at the King Power. Our home form hasn't been the greatest, but last 2 games have been at home, and they've both been wins, and they've both been convincing clean sheet wins as well. So yeah, hopefully that can happen. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game against Everton, but I'm pretty confident that Leicester can get another win. Let's speak about the game then in a bit more detail. So yeah, Everton at home tomorrow night at the King Power Stadium. It's going to be a bit of a difficult one between in the tactical aspect of the game. We see 2 good managers in Brendan Rodgers and Carlo Ancelotti. A lot of people are suggesting that Everton are going to sit back, just like Mike said, and I think they will tomorrow. So I think Leicester are going to have a lot of the ball tomorrow night, which it could go well, it could go not. Obviously, against Brighton, it was pretty 50-50. Against Athens, Leicester had much more of the ball, but you can't really read too much into that. And against Sheffield United, Leicester had more of the ball, but that was away from home as well, and we had to get last-minute winners. So, yeah, it's a bit of a difficult one for Leicester. Obviously, I think Everton are going to sit back and look to break with the likes of Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin, James Rodriguez going forward. But defensively, Everton are much more stronger than the last couple of opponents we have played. So it's going to be tough to break down this very, very strong Everton defence with the likes of Yerry Mina and Pickford. Yeah, he can be dodgy, but on his day, he is a good keeper. So yeah, it's going to be tough. And Everton are much more strengthened in midfield, so they're going to be a lot more dynamic in the different thirds defensively and going forward. And I think with the likes of Rodriguez and Allen in there and Decore if he starts, I think that transition from defence to attack is going to be quite dangerous with the attack they have with lots of Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, especially with lots of Calvert-Lewin firing a lot so far this season. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a tactical, difficult one for both sides really. Obviously, Brendan Rodgers will be interested to see what formation he goes. We'll get onto that in a bit more detail in a few minutes' time. But yeah, I can imagine Everton really trying to sit back, soak up that pressure and look to hit us on the counter-attack. That was a similar type of thing they did last season at the King Power, where absolute limbs, 2-1, 95th minute winner, I think it was, from Kelechi Iheanacho. So yeah, hopefully the same can happen there. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game for Leicester. It could be an open one. There could be quite a few goals in it, especially if Everton get an early goal. Leicester are going to come at Everton, try and get on back, and it really could keep going like that. So yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a good game to watch. It should be a high quality game. Obviously, both sides doing well this season, Leicester in particular. And yeah, it's an important game as well. Between Leicester and Everton, the points are close. There's a few points here and there. So yeah, this game is massive for Leicester. And like I said, going into that busy Christmas period, the 3 points, even the singular points are massive. So yeah, hopefully we can get some sort of result. But overall, I think 3 points are definitely needed for Leicester, and especially at home. And overall, I'm pretty confident that we can get it. The only thing I worry about is trying to break down that decent Everton defence. And if they go with a back 5 or 3, it's going to be a bit more tougher, but we'll have to see with Leicester. But most recently, form has been good, and I'm pretty confident that we can get the win. But yeah, overall, it's still going to be a tough game against Everton tomorrow night. So the boys and girls, that is it for the Everton side of things and my thoughts on tomorrow's game then. So yeah, let's get straight into my predicted lineup. So this is the side I think Brendan Rodgers will go to start tomorrow night against Everton in the Premier League. So yeah, starting off with the keeper, of course, it's going to be Kasper Schmeichel. 2 clean sheets in a row now for the Leicester captains. Yeah, hopefully that can happen again, but he is going to be a busy man, especially with lots of Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison, James Rodriguez, and even Allen going forward for Everton. It's going to be tough for Kasper. He's made a lot big save recently. He made a good save to stop the Danny Welbeck, I think it was, scoring the other day as well. So yeah, Kasper most recently, form has been good. Hopefully he can keep that going. Hopefully he can be that lead man at the back once again in goal. Of course, this season he's been brilliant in all competitions. Hopefully Kasper can have another good game. And yeah, for me, Schmeichel starts in goal. Pretty much the easiest position in the team to select. So you're probably thinking what formation I'm going for, which is a big question for Leicester, because most recently it's been 4-5-3, 4-5-3. So yeah, who knows what type of formation we'll go over then. That's at the back, by the way. But yeah, for me, tomorrow night, due to some suspensions in there with lots of Johnny Evans, he'll be missing the game due to 5 yellow cards so far this season. So yeah, it's going to be a bit interesting to see who lines up in centre back tomorrow. But yeah, we'll move on to that in a few moments' time. But yeah, the formation which I'll be going for is going to be 4 at the back, and it's going to be the 4-3-3 formation. So yeah, start off at right back, I'm going to be going with Mark Albrighton. Yes, Mark Albrighton at right back, I don't really want to see it, but at the moment it's probably the best we can do. Of course, Ricardo Pereira is still injured somehow. Castagna is still out as well, but he looks quite close to returning. But yeah, Albrighton's going to start right back. For me, he's done a good job there, to be honest. He's out of position. He works hard for the team. He's good defensively. Yes, he's a bit dodgy here and there, but overall he's been good when he's came in, and he's came in for a large period of games, which he hasn't really been expected to do. So yeah, fair play to Mark Albrighton, Mr. 10,000 crosses. But yeah, overall he's been good, especially in that Brighton game. I think he swapped into 3 different positions, which is good, especially at his age. Still performed well in the league and in the Europa League as well. So yeah, Mark Albrighton to start right back. It's going to be important if you Leicester want to break him down, especially with his crossing ability, which overall is pretty good. We do joke about his crosses, but overall his crossing ability is good. So yeah, Albrighton to start at right back. There are 2 centre backs then. So yeah, the first one, the obvious one, is going to be Wesley Fofana. Absolutely class. Obviously, he's changed his hair back to black and he's been even better. So yeah, Fofana to start centre back, pretty easy for me. It's going to be tough coming up against a good striker in Calvert-Lewin. But yeah, alongside him is the main question. I'm going to go with James Justin to slot inside. You'll see I'll put a left back in a minute. But yeah, James Justin's going to be the other centre back for me. Obviously, James Justin, probably our best player in the last game. I think he got 2 assists. I don't think he really got the assists, but he was involved in literally all the goals. He made 1 assist, I do believe. But yeah, James Justin was probably our best player against Brighton. So yeah, obviously that was in that right back or left back position. I'm not too sure which one. But yeah, this game I think he will slot into centre back due to obviously no Johnny Evans in this game due to his 1 match ban, due to his 5 yellow cards, which is a stupid rule. But yeah, I think James Justin will start, and obviously Seung-Chu is still injured, and I don't think Wes Morgan will start. So yeah, I think the 2 centre backs will be Fofana and Justin. Very, very young but pacey, and to be honest, I've got quite a lot of experience. Obviously, James Justin played a large portion of he played a large portion of the games towards the end of last season as well. And they've been playing in that back 4/5 a lot of times this season. So yeah, they should be alright, but it's a bit of a difficult one. But yeah, left back I'll be going with Luke Thomas. Got no real other option. It could be Christian Fuchs, but I'm going to go with Luke Thomas. So Christian Fuchs could potentially play centre back, but he played a full game against Brighton. His age, and he's played a lot of games, so I think Luke Thomas will get the start. The youngster, he's been good as well. So yeah, I think the back 4 will be all Brighton at right back for Fofana and Justin and Thomas. It's a bit of a dodgy one, but I mean, if Evans was available today, of course, he'll slot into that centre back role, and all Brighton will go to right back and Justin will go to left back. But yeah, obviously we have to make the changes. So yeah, that's the back 4 for me for tomorrow's game. So then moving into the midfield 3 then for tomorrow's game, starting off in that defensive role, I'm going to be going with Wilfred Ndidi. Of course, made his first start in the Premier League for a few months last night against Brighton. Absolutely outstanding there once again from Wilfred Ndidi. And I think he has got his place back in the side. Of course, Napoleon Mendes came in and has done a fantastic job. But yeah, Wilfred Ndidi is just that step above, and we can clearly see that from his incredible performance against Brighton. So yeah, Ndidi is going to start in that centre defensive midfielder role. He's going to be very important, especially if Leicester are going to go forward. He's going to have a lot of the ball, and on the break for Everton, he's going to be important, trying to stop the likes of Hammers, Rodriguez, Decore, Allen, Cavill and Richarlison all coming forwards. Yeah, Ndidi is going to play a key role, but that's the main role of Ndidi. He's really good at that, and I'm pretty confident that he can have a good game. The 2 centre mids just ahead of Wilfred Ndidi will be the Belgium duo of the first one. It will be Youri Tielemans. Of course, he's played a large portion of the games this season. He's done a good job in there. Didn't really do too much against Brighton, but another pretty solid performance from Youri Tielemans. Played a lot of football this season. He's done a good job so far. So yeah, Tielemans is the first centre mid. The other midfielder, like I said, the Belgium duo, it is Dennis Praet. Of course, he came in against Brighton, so I think he will start this game. Didn't get too many minutes against Brighton, like I said last time. But yeah, overall, he's been good, he's been solid as well. Them two have been very, very consistent this season, and they work well alongside each other in that midfield due to their Belgium connections. Yeah, the midfield 3 will be Ndidi Holding, and then it will be Dennis Praet alongside Youri Tielemans. So then, moving into the front 3 then. So yeah, the front 3 is going to be a bit of a dodgy front 3. It's going to be that cam type of front 3 formation with the inverted cams coming off the side. So yeah, the first one is going to be James Madison. What a performance it was against Brighton. This man has to start, in my opinion, against Everton. He of course got 2 goals, absolutely outstanding. His last goal, the third goal, was an absolute, it's a brilliant strike on his weak foot, and to do like that was absolutely incredible. It really did remind me of the likes of Riyad Mahrez. Yeah, James Madison, brilliant performance against Brighton. Probably on man of the match, to be honest. Him and James Justin quite close. But yeah, James Madison, absolutely outstanding on Sunday night. He has to start for me tomorrow night against Everton in the league. So yeah, he's going to be the first cam. The other cam is going to be Cengiz Under. Of course, he didn't get a start. He didn't even come on against Brighton, which was a shock because he was our best player against AK Athens. I know it's AK Athens, but he still did good. Obviously, Perez started, didn't do the greatest of jobs. So I think them two will swap out, and Under will come into that right cam role, and I think he'll do quite well in there. He can come off that flank, and he can come inside and create problems. And him, Madison, should link up pretty well. So Under is that type of skillful player, can make things happen, and that's probably, I think that's what we need, and especially if teams are going to sit back, we need someone who can make that just something special, make that pass or cut and shoot, and hopefully Cengiz Under can be that man. So he had the 2 cams, Madison and Under, and up front, of course, it's going to be Jamie Vardy. Got another goal against Brighton. He's into double figures already this season, which is incredible. So yeah, Vardy to start off from probably the easiest position to be. Obviously, you know, Ian Asho's not really going to get in the side, is he? So yeah, Vardy to start up front. So yeah, the front 3 is going to be Madison, Under and Vardy, and them 3 are going to be key to try and break down that strong Everton defence. So the boys and girls, that is it for the Everton side of things. My thoughts on the game, and just then my predicted lineups. Yeah, last but not least, let's get onto my score prediction then for tomorrow's game. Make sure to let me know your score prediction for tomorrow's game in the comment section down below. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to go with a Leicester win. I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to Leicester. Just speaking about the game in this preview, I'm confident that Leicester can get the win, which is probably not a good thing because we'll probably go and lose now. But yeah, I'm confident that Leicester can get a good result tomorrow. It's going to be tough. We can't underestimate Everton. They're a good side under Carlo Ancelotti, and they'll definitely cause us some problems. But just based on the side, which I think Brendan Rodgers will go with. I think that should just have enough to get past the Everton side. I do it in a convincing fashion again. Most recent, our form has been good and probably the best football we've played in a while, especially in that Brighton game. Some of the football in that first half especially was absolutely brilliant. We controlled that game really well, and we have in the last few games as well. So yeah, I'm going to go with a 3-1 Leicester win tomorrow. I'm going to go with Madison to get another one, Under to get one, and Vardy to get one. And for Everton, I'm going to go with Dominic Calvert-Lewin to get one. But yeah, I'm confident for tomorrow's game. It's probably going to mean Leicester are going to lose, but yeah, huge game tomorrow. The battle in the top 10 is, even in the top 10, it is close, and all the points matter, especially heading into a big Christmas period. The 3 points and a win tomorrow will be massive for Leicester, and if results do go away, it could potentially send us top place in the Premier League, depending on Liverpool versus Spurs later on in the day. But yeah, that's my score prediction. Let me know your score predictions in the comment section down below. But yeah, I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to Leicester tomorrow. So there was, girls, that is it for today's video. In today's video, I bring you guys the Leicester versus Everton match preview. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, let me know by dropping a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Let me know your score predictions for tomorrow's game in the comment section down below. But yeah, I'll see you all in the live watch along once again, and hopefully Leicester can get another win to make it 4 wins in a row tomorrow night at the King Power Stadium. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you are watching this far, drop a like, subscribe, and yeah, lads, I'll see you all very soon in the next video. I'm a Sportsa, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace, guys.